Hi Olivia, this is Professor Megan Bunnell. I received your question in the Unit 3 check-in assignment and I thought it would be best just to create a short step-by-step video solution to the problem that you asked about. So this problem gives us two ordered pairs and it asks for the point-slope equation and the slope-intercept equation. So the point-slope equation is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. This is the point-slope equation. So we can use this point-slope equation to then find our second equation, which is the slope-intercept equation. So what we're going to do is we're first going to find the slope, which is the m. Then we're going to substitute in the value for y1, which is this number, and then the value for x1, which is this number. Okay, so our first step is to find the slope, which is m. And m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And again, we were given two ordered pairs. The first value in the first ordered pair is x1. The second value in the first ordered pair is y1. And then we have x2 and y2. So y2 is 10. So we'll put a 10 here and we're going to subtract y1, which is a negative 4. Then we have x2, which is 3, and we're going to subtract x1, which is negative 3. So we have a double negative. So when we have a minus and negative, we can change these to plus signs. So we really have 10 plus 4, which is 14, and that is over 3 plus 3, which is 6. And 14 over 6 can be reduced or simplified, and that's because 14 and 6 are both divisible by 2. So since they have the same number that they can be divided by into evenly, we can go ahead and reduce it. So 14 divided by 2 is 7, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our slope is 7/3. Now that we found the slope, we're going to go ahead and find the point-slope form, or the point-slope equation. So again, this is the point-slope equation, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And I already know what my m is. My m is 7/3. Now I need to identify the values for y1 and x1. And again, x1 is the first value in the first ordered pair, and y1 is the second value in the first ordered pair. So x1 is negative 3, and y1 is negative 4. So I don't need that second ordered pair anymore. That was only used to find the slope, and so now that I found the slope, I don't really need to use those numbers anymore. All right, now I'm going to take these values and substitute them into the formula. So I have y minus a negative 4, and that equals 7/3 times x minus a negative 3. Again, I have double negatives, so I can change these to positive signs. And this becomes y plus 4 equals 7/3 times x plus 3. And this is your answer for the point-slope equation. So this is the first answer that you would type into MyMathLab. Okay, so Again, this is the point slope equation. And we can use this point slope equation now to find the slope intercept equation. And slope intercept is y equals mx plus b. So if you'll notice, the y is by itself. So what we're going to do is we're just going to isolate the y on the left side. The first thing we have to do is distribute the 7/3 to each term in parentheses. So we have y plus 4 equals 7/3 x plus 7/3 times 3. Now we're multiplying a fraction by a whole number. So we can write the whole number as a fraction just by placing a 1 underneath it, underneath the fraction bar. And if you'll notice, the numerator is a 3, and then the denominator is also a 3. So we can cancel out those like terms on the top and bottom. So that just leaves us with a 7. And then the 7/3 x stays as is, and we have y plus 4 on the left side. Now we want to isolate that y by subtracting the 4 on both sides. And we have y equals 7/3 x plus 3. And that's because a positive 7 minus 4 is 3. And this is the slope-intercept form of the equation. So again, my math lab asked you for two things. It asked you for point slope, which was that equation, and then it asked you for the slope intercept, which was this equation. If you have any other questions, please let me know.